Who?
Caitlin Clark, man. She went like 30 and 10 on us, man.
Oh, man.
Wow. You gotta get that girl a props.
Yeah, she dope. She got her fundamentals down. She the John Stockton of the ladies team.
Yeah, she be passing that motherfucker. She be passing. She gonna get the little rookie of the year.
Yeah.
I ain't Angel, huh?
What about Angel though? She
I was thinking about Angel too, man.
I mean,
And she consistent.
Didn't she beat her like a couple weeks ago?
I mean, we lost to, like I said, she beat our ass the other day. That was the Chicago Sky. She blew us out like about 25. She almost scored 4.
They still playing over at UIC.
No, they're at the United Center. They
Are they?
I think so. Yeah.
No, they got their own stadium. What is it? All-State Arena? No, I forgot the name.
They gave them their own stadium with that, right?
Yeah, it's right there on.
Oh, so you talking about the All-State? I know what you're talking about where they got the hockey at, right?
Yeah.
Hockey at?
No, hockey at United Center.
No, they also.
I mean, not
they
United
got
Center.
They got
Yeah,
another
United
arena too. Now they do hockey in 2 places though. I think they do that at the All-State Arena too. I know what you're talking about because I used to drive past and going downtown.
Right, exactly. It's like right along 22nd Street or something like that.
They do hockey over there too.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I ain't follow hockey since Kane
Oh, yeah,
was
they
playing.
Yeah, so that's what they did. That's what they do hockey.
Where they do
At
soccer?
All-State?
It's over there.
Chicago Fire.
I know.
Yeah,
Chicago Fire. That's a hockey. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the soccer
That's
team.
soccer. They got a big ass field. I drove past that motherfucker from 20
Yeah, we talking Blackhawks now. I know they is the Bulls and the Blackhawks. Yeah. So they
United
do United Center too. So the Bears, what does it look like?
They say it's looking good. They say Caleb living up to a little bit of the hype. We gonna see.
I've been watching that.
This motherfucker crazy about the Caleb dude because that's his son name.
You would think, right? And that's.
I think you got an affinity
Yeah.
for him because of that. I think that like in the back of your mind gives you a little extra push for him to be good.
General manager, man. So I have.
No, I want him to be good because
This guy put together a nice team. I mean, they have a nice team. They got some weapons, and I think Caleb is probably a good guy. But I just feel good knowing that the Bears are going to be at least a contender.
And they still up for going to Aurora or something like that.
no, they
No, but that was the original question. Are they going to build a new stadium next to the original Soldier Field?
I mean, they said, but they want the problem is they want us to kind of help front that bill. We told them no. They said y'all got it, bro. Why we gotta pay for that shit?
Yeah, the Bears is worth like $5 billion or something. They can do this.
Nah, the shit gonna cost about 7.
They asked for.
I mean, they got the collateral.
That's what I'm saying.
They asked for complete tax assistance, though. They want us to pay for it.
I'm like, nah. I let that bitch be over.
It costs like $250 to get a decent seat at Soldier Field. How in the world they gonna sit up here and say we need your money?
And if I want to go see him play, I'm just being honest. I don't go to see him play enough that going to Aurora to see him.
It'd be a nice little drive, you know.
Yeah, a little drive with my.
I knew it wasn't going. It wasn't even going to Aurora. It was going to Arlington Heights.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because they got a field. They practice field is only like a couple miles away from that.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, I've been to the practice field. They don't let you go in that motherfucker. I had a couple deliveries. I thought they was gonna let me go in there, but it's like, nah, I take it. I'm like, man, I thought you were just football players, man. They let me go.
I was watching that in New York. I'm kind of disappointed.
They realized that the street, the name of the street is really called Football Street. That's the funny part.
Really? In Arlington.
It's Football Street.
No, it's not. It's not in Arlington. That's it's over by Willowbrook. It's over out there. And the street when you turn down, it really say football, like the street name football.
That's pretty cool.
They got all the cool names out there. Like when you go, I be going, they got a street called like Camelot and all that shit. I be like, look at this shit. We got game in there.
Austin.
Like they be having shit called Round Street. They got all type of shit. I be like, man, they got the cool names right here, cause we got the bullshit.
That's because people had a hand in that, you know what I mean? All of this was like some old city planning motherfucker. Yeah,
This is Charles Street.
and then when you go out west, all of the names is like Native American or some shit, like Algonquin.
K-Town, yeah. Kedzie, Kedsdale.
I'm talking about like west, like you fucking like like, you know, going close to
Park or
like,
something
no, what's the name of that county, you know, right over there, like, off like Harlem and shit.
Oh, that's
Will County.
That's
Oh,
really.
you talking about the county? That's
No, I'm saying when you go west, you hit Will County.
is Aurora, neighborhood.
Yeah, something like that.
It's
Yeah.
west.
That's really.
But that's
far
like
far,
northwest.
man. That's
It's
northwest.
far west.
Yeah, far
Harlem
northwest.
though, Harlem. That's
There are parts of, you know, Aurora and all of that to the south as well. You know what I mean? It all loops in.
Hey, just to be perfectly honest, I have no idea where Will County fit in, but it's not that far. I know that I hit Will one
County,
year.
You go to Joliet,
Right. It's that way.
Aurora, Goldenbrook, Naperville.
I know I went out there to their Walmart once looking for
They got
an Xbox.
I'm saying Will County also extends like 96th Avenue, like all the way out west
I
over
thought
there.
that wasn't Will County. I thought that was
Yeah.
something else.
That's Will County too, like a 96th Avenue, all the way down to like.
I know what you're talking about, but I ain't thought that was Will County though.
I think go all the way down to like 87th Street.
I know what you're talking about, but they got 87th Street out there in Aurora and Memphis.
No, I'm saying, dude, put on your GPS and drive over to like, you know, like 111th and like Harlem. And that's Will County.
I didn't think that was Will County. I know that's Bridgeport. That's not.
Bridgeport is the neighborhood though, that ain't the county.
No, I know the county now because that's where Dolan will work at. He can
I
go
know
in
it's
there.
big, you know, that's where the courthouse is and all of that, but that's Will County.
Nah, that still gotta be like Cook County. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, let me
I truly wouldn't mind if you made popcorn. Myself, made some popcorn.
yeah, you could have, dude. I wanted to try that. So you got the salt and vinegar or whatever.
Yeah, but the new one, jerk.
Jerk, salt and vinegar.
No, it's just jerk.
Jerk flavor.
Yeah.
That's cheese and jerk seasoning.
I can't tell you what it is, but it tastes like
You talking about what's the combination? How
jerk,
does it?
like jerk seasoning.
Right.
You know, like you just took a bite of jerk chicken and it's just not hot.
Don't do that. Don't try to make the
hot,
popcorn food and shit. Oh yeah, it's just like you eating crab legs or steak.
Look, man, if you're hungry enough and you wanted some jerk chicken, you ate some of my popcorn, you might not be going to buy jerk chicken. You feel like you just eating a 6-piece.
All right. On that note, let's get the show on the road, man. Show on the road.
See, this is Will County right here. You see this square?
Chicago.
Go in closer.
Chicago Black Delegation Podcast is a show dedicated to the recipient and reclaiming of Black culture in America. The intention of this podcast is to improve the conditions of Blacks in America by way of platforming different ideas. At no point will the views shared on the podcast, be it the show's title, conversation headers, individuals express ideas, or otherwise should be interpreted as an attack on other groups, but rather as a means to a greater end for Blacks in America. Views shared by individuals does not represent the views shared by Chicago Black Delegation, its staff, or other guests as specified. Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to welcome back to the Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. I'm your host, HT, aka Higher Thinking, and back again once again with another week of some good old theater reactions from us. We made a lot, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but we made a whole lot of growth within the past couple days. One video, you know what I'm saying, got us 12,000, they got 12,000 views. Got us almost, got us over 75 subscribers, man. It's like we are real close to hitting our milestone, you know what I'm saying? So that's a big round of applause to
What's up?
Congratulations.
Nothing without you guys, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
yeah, man. Our audience is definitely growing, about dozens and dozens. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't be more happier, man. This show's definitely getting a lot bigger than I thought it would, especially at the pace of things. But like I said, the only thing we're doing is, man, you know, being authentically true to ourselves, giving the best rational opinions that our minds can think of. You feel me? And like I said, I appreciate you guys always coming through for me. You know what I'm saying? Making it through here, you know, blessing us with y'all present. But let's go ahead and introduce everybody, starting with you on the left, Brad.
Brad, you know what I mean? You just said my name.
My bad, took your thunder. Yeah, tell me what you about, you know what I'm saying, what you do.
You know, native Chicagoan, Midwesterner, probably not gonna be for life because it's getting real terrible there. And with my brother over here, because he got a good platform, and it's like the people don't know what they really need to know.
Yeah. Not to mention you're an educator, so you got your strength.
So to speak, everybody's educated. Everybody teach everybody something every day.
That's true. I like that. But Mr. Chuck.
Yep, Chuck. That's me. Still making the best popcorn in the city of Chicago. Of course, you guys are gonna be able to catch me out there from time to time in different pop-ups over the fall, as well as farmers markets and vendors markets. Don't forget gmpops.com.
What was that?
You gotta show the people for real, man. Yeah.
So don't forget me, guys. Look for me out there.
Pull it up. They can't see the number, man.
Over your face.
There you go.
Talking head, talking popcorn.
All right, so there you go. So you can actually order, straight from a phone call, 773-879-7330. Golden Nugget Popcorn, the best in the city. There are many, but there is none like this, and I got plenty.
You got a voice for radio.
Yeah. We was bugging out last time he brought the popcorn up here, man. Like but I had to edit out so many smacks and chews and
Crunches and cracks.
finger licks. But yeah, it was definitely great popcorn, man. Absolutely.
Good stuff.
King.
Oh man, y'all know me, man. King Savage, man. Just another day, another Sunday on the show.
Yeah, the hot take of the show, right? For certain. Yeah, man, we got a pretty decent show lined up for y'all, man. We gonna be talking about the Cam Newton thing. Everybody been talking about Cam Newton and what he's gonna be doing with his Siemens and stuff like that. Yeah, I could have found it better. But we got a little we want to talk about this, like some migration stuff that's been happening as well. I'm pretty sure it might have came across y'all feeds, but it's been kind of under wraps on Facebook. You gotta click on the guy's comment section, then find the video in the comments and stuff like that. So for some people, it's been disappearing or whatever. But it is definitely pretty problematic, to say the least. But we're gonna react to that today. You all, hopefully YouTube don't demonetize, or not demonetize, but they don't get rid of it or whatever, or strike it down or whatever. And then we're gonna end off with talking about a little bit what Trump talking about regarding migrations. It all kind of ties into each other, you know what I'm saying? So without further ado, first I gotta explain how things kind of go on the show. You're gonna see me introduce each and every individual video. What we kind of do here is we divide the show into segments. And I introduce each segment. Now, it may seem weird. That's just how we're gonna do things, for the simple fact that I'm kind of, later on, go back to this footage and I splice it up and I make it into a more digestible video for everybody. You feel me? But otherwise, I'll be introducing and outroing every individual video, and so just so y'all don't get kind of confused as far as did he outro? Is the show over with? Is the podcast over with because he outroed or whatever? No, not necessarily it. It's how we run things. So please bear with us. Excellent.
Nino Brown.
Yeah,
Nino Fuentes.
Okay. Cam Newton. Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. I'm your host, HT, aka Higher Thing, and I'm here with the Chicago Black Delegation staff. And here we're gonna do a little bit of reacting to something pretty viral that kind of happened on Cam Newton's podcast. Just to take a brief go around here. Are y'all familiar with Cam Newton and or his podcast?
Sure.
Oh yeah, I watched it a couple times. I checked them out.
Oh yeah, Chuck.
I've heard, but I've never actually watched the podcast.
This is gonna be your first time checking it out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Brad.
Oh yeah, Shannon Sharp Jr.
I beg your pardon. Shannon Sharp Jr.
That's what he appears to be to me. Shannon
Man,
Sharp
he's
Jr.
like, his gimmick is he's like Cam with the mad hats, bro. This dude, look at that hat. You know what I'm saying?
Check out the hat for me.
I mean, it's everything. You seen him with the anklet on, right?
Yeah, he's a tight dresser. He's a tight one.
Like the anklet is kind of like, your feet don't swell up with that.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we're gonna check out the whole video here, and let's see what you guys think about it.
A lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not high functioning.
What situation?
See my situation? That's a very vague question, and it's for you
What
to even...
situation are you referring to that they're looking at and thinking is not high function?
Just my life.
Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
My life.
See, don't deflect. Let's stay here. Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
Both, really.
And they think that you're low functioning.
No, I don't.
You just said people see your life and think you're not high functioning. The opposite of that would be low functioning.
No. Okay, so here you go. You're trying to take my intentions away from... This is... Can I correct it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or can I give you more...
Yes, more information. Heck yeah.
So, I'm not married.
That's what they say about attitude.
Right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8.
Y'all got 8 kids? Y'all collectively have 8 kids?
I don't think so.
Well, maybe.
Maybe. Oh, yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
All right, Chuck, man.
Yeah, Chuck been doing this for generations. We got multi-generations.
Oh, man, that's not good for your popcorn brand, Chuck. All right, man.
No, not 8.
Okay.
He had some children in the 90s. He had some children in the 2000s.
Well, see, that's the problem. I don't remember.
All right, for sure.
8, okay.
No, baby.
Everything I'm
We gotta bring Miss Bryant out here to get to talk to you, huh? No.
Cool.
It's
By how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now,
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I
I'm
just
saying,
want
or
God
by
to
your
bring
wife?
him. I just want God to bring him.
Oh, okay. And you have, so you just...
Because
bring them,
my
okay.
point is this.
Hey, King, is that what you said? You was ready for God to bring some more kids, man?
Nah, he had other things in mind. I was cool, man. We always agree to disagree on certain things.
you and God. Hell no, that's what's up.
My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Brian, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
Drinking and driving is a decision that could change your whole world. You can face a life-altering injury or potentially drink and drive could permanently change someone else's world. Whether you injure them ones drinking, call a Roxy, or a death, the only decision that would change your world for the better is a decision to call a sober ride. Drive sober or get pulled over.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You're being very action-based.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active, okay? So you're creating, and disclaimer, the kids are innocent, they are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies, because I can't wait to be a mom, and I love the kids, period. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect.
What you getting at, Brad? What you talking about, man?
I'm saying that she too fine to be somebody's therapist, especially
What?
The women go, so a bitch can't be pretty and be a therapist, nigga?
not the men, you know what I'm saying?
He said, not to men.
She can be like a
not
therapist
her
to
fault you
women,
can't
like
control yourself,
non-lesbian women.
goddamn
That's what she can
heathens.
see therapy to. What?
She may not. She should not be so.
You're not gonna give your true issues to somebody
But
that's so
let me
attracted to
argumentative.
like that.
Let me
I
explain
don't know
though. I
about
think
fine,
she's only
but-
reason she's dressed like this because she's on a podcast.
I
I
doubt
think
it.
in
That's
her
probably
everyday
her
work,
life,
she
you
may
know what I
not
mean?
come to work like this every day.
Even if she don't, you could tell she bad regardless. You know what I mean?
But
She's
still,
going to be wearing
she
something
wouldn't be this
form-fitting.
revealing because she's on a
It might
podcast.
not be titillating,
I
but it's
think
definitely
she's a
gonna be interesting and captivating. You know?
I think she's a bit argumentative.
One at a
To be
time,
a
guys.
therapist?
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
You think she's argumentative to be a therapist?
Well, yeah. As a therapist, you should be a little bit more patient. I think.
Well, you're supposed to be an ultimate listener as a therapist.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
But she more like giving him an interview. This don't seem like, a therapy session where you're trying to get to the bottom of somebody's issue, because she's saying stuff that he don't see as an issue because society says it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was just the little argument part. It's like she was going back and forth with him.
Exactly. That's not in a therapist's man. Like you don't do that. That's not the way you reach people.
Like you said, she got a degree.
University of Phoenix, right?
See, the problem is she didn't have no real hands-on teachers like you. When you go to schools, you get real doctors, like people that have been doing shit for a long time.
She not new to this though, I imagine. She's been doing it for a while, right?
I mean, it doesn't. But it's still it's who was your mentors. Like you be having mentors, and you go up to these to these schools. These be prestige doctors working at these at these places.
Right, you do learn bedside manner from your mentors or whatever. You know what I mean? And how to address people and handle them. But like I'm saying, this don't seem, this is not a therapy session, obviously, but she kind of trying to analyze him, and you can't analyze somebody with opinions and judgment on things. You know what I mean? That's dumb.
Oh, wow.
How you gonna find out what they got to say if you constantly rooting in with your own personal opinion about it? That's dumb. That's not an analyst at all. So
degree came from Phoenix. So
I think it depends
Y'all can't be riding
on
on
the
Phoenix like
purpose.
this.
I think it depends on the person, because you can go to a university like Phoenix and get a degree and come out and be a very successful in leading in your field or whatever it is. I don't think it really. It does matter to school.
Put it like
I'm going
this.
to stop
Yeah,
trying to say.
Hold on,
I'm
gonna put it like this.
But
shit
still,
does matter, bro.
It's still, you could
Put it
be,
like this,
you know,
put it like
you could
this.
be a bad person coming out.
no matter where she went to school,
Pretty good at.
but especially with a degree from University of Phoenix, would she be in Cam Newton's presence analyzing him if she wasn't fine?
I mean, she must have got famous somewhere where she became this type of doctor where black men
She got an Instagram page or something like that,
So that's what I'm
But like
saying.
I
So she
said,
had
would
to have
Cam
some
Newton
type of
actually
One at a
be
time, guys.
interested?
One at a time. Man.
Would Cam Newton actually be interested in having her on his show to analyze him if she wasn't bad?
I know. I think she's on the show because she has a following.
I don't think her looks has
it's the
anything
following.
to do with this at all.
I think she got a following because she bad.
That too. That happens. I mean, niggas follow anything that's bad.
I mean, it can be multiple things, though, right? Obviously, she can be talented and she can be attractive. You feel me?
Yeah, but like I say, she not really handling the active.
Oh, so you saying she's showing a bit of ineffectiveness as a therapist?
Exactly, like I said, the
he's
approach
talking about
that
her
she's
technique.
using
You can
is
tell she doesn't.
ineffective.
She didn't have nobody she probably didn't have a mentor.
You accusing her of a pretty privilege, man?
Yes,
Damn.
without question.
It sounds like it's kind of personal to her, and maybe that's what evokes.
Because
It's
she's a
not
woman.
supposed to be though. If you're a
that's the point,
scientist,
if
you're
you're
not
a woman.
supposed to have an emotional, it's not
You're just supposed to
be
look at him as a subject.
exactly. You're supposed to be completely
But
it's
you can
supposed to be
tell that she's trying to do this for the women right now.
right. She's being objective about everything. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to do that.
Not as a therapist.
No.
I mean, I like the objectivity in my personal opinion, but
Yeah, but that's only if you Oprah, if you doing if you doing an expose, I've done research about you to say this about you, but just no, this is the way it's supposed to be, and it sounds like you broken or something like that because you don't have the same
Mindset
traditional idea of what a life, and I'm not even on his, I don't believe in having a bunch of bastards running around. That's not that's not my opinion at all. But
yeah, but you're supposed to take a more of a holistic.
I wouldn't have an
not
opinion
holistic,
about
but
it if I was trying to get to somebody. I mean, what is the purpose of this interview in the first place?
Have we heard enough of the interview?
I don't think so.
he hasn't.
I don't think so.
So yeah, let's get. Yeah, I'm glad you said that, so we get back to it though, for real.
In love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you thus far. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all, will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. So at what point do you feel the fear, do it anyways? And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I am going to create these homes. Let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody who you're spending your life with. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and it's selfish.
All right. What do you kind of think about that take that Ms. Bryant just gave us there about it being selfish for Cam Newton to aspire for this type of lifestyle, making more kids but leaving the kids in broken and quote unquote she calls them broken homes.
I mean, like we was talking about the other day, why is something considered to be a broken home when it's done in American society? When you got a bunch of other races that does this, it's the everyday life. Like this one dude we saw, he had it was like 68 kids, and they all loved him.
68.
He had 68 kids.
That's a lot of goddamn kids, though.
Where was he at?
I know he was.
He was in South Asia. He was somewhere in South Asia, bro. He had his own little land and everything. He had like a building, like a goddamn mall. Like he had everybody living.
I know you're talking about.
He had to do with the school. He had a school in there. He had all his wives in there working. Like everything ran like clockwork in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He had you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is people were quick to judge something because it didn't work for them, but other people have learned how to manage these things, and they still have great families. It's only considered to be a broken family when you do it in America.
I mean, that example you gave, though. I want to talk about that example real quick. That example you gave, though, they are still technically under one roof, right?
I mean, yeah, he under one roof. I mean, that's Cam's fault because he didn't do what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to keep the families together.
You can't do that in
So
America.
the question,
I mean, you can't because it is certain dudes that do
Under
it in
the
America.
same roof?
Yeah, it's dudes in Atlanta, Georgia, polygamy. They got 7 fucking wives living in one fucking house. Nice little big.
I done heard 2, maybe.
No, niggas be having their own. They doing
7?
Yeah. They be doing it, and they be
In
having all their
America?
kids.
what
Yes,
about
in America?
I forgot what the name, the Amish or
Amish do that?
You talking about the Utah people,
those guys.
Moors?
yeah, Mormons.
Mormons.
Yeah, the Mormons.
Yeah.
Okay. They do
I'm
that.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
The
sorry.
Mormons do that. Yeah, they have 7, 8.
I saw Little Big Love. He had 3 wives, and it,
Yeah,
it broke down.
and they have acres of land, and they have all on the land. But everybody have their house. Everybody can meet up. It's it's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not considered to be a broken home. It's just how you do it. They just saying if you do this, you're making broken homes, but it's not. It's all about how you do things.
It's about traditional matriarchal thinking that you're supposed to have a 2-parent household with 3 and a half kids or something. It's not a full person. It's supposed to be
That
2
used to be
and a quarter kids.
that used to be
that middle class image that they put out with
the middle class
the
image.
nuclear family.
Wife, picket fence, and all that.
Right.
Yeah,
Nuclear
That's the
family.
brainwash.
the American dream.
Yeah.
And like I said, we still beholden to that. So that's why, that's her opinion. But like I said, if you an analyst, how is this even a part of your line of questioning?
She
Why
asked
are
the
you
question. The question was, do you think
And then she making a bunch of statements.
if it was selfish for you to go out and make these homes that he made?
And it's her opinion that they're
And
not that they're houses and not
Chemo-
homes. That's her opinion.
There's some objectivity in that too, in her what you would call opinion.
All of
He
you.
put out a lot of examples of something very similar to this, and then in turn said that he should have done something like that. And I think it is selfish if you're not rich enough to actually be a part of those kids' life. Okay,
Ain't no such thing as not being rich enough. It's about being rich enough to support those kids and to
That's
be
what I mean.
productive in their life.
Yeah, that too, as well as look.
I mean, you could be there if you ain't got no money.
Yeah.
A broke nigga could constantly be in the, be in their
That's
lives.
Cam
and
Newton.
they-
He might be okay with that. He might be okay doing that, and can provide for those kids.
Sure.
So,
I mean, all I'm gonna say
is it
is
selfish though? I don't know.
let the kids say their home is broken. You don't know how them kids feel
Exactly.
about it.
Yeah.
They assuming that everything is
True
broken.
that.
Analyze
True
the
that.
kids and whether or not they're broken or
I
suffering
agree.
because of it.
Yeah.
I mean, them kids, they probably not gonna know any better, not being able to compare
No,
themselves
kids,
to other
no,
lives.
that's the problem. Kids know that they know
Nah, I
very.
don't believe that.
They know whether or not
yes,
they
they
happy.
do.
They
Kids
know
very,
whether or
yes,
not
they
they
do.
feel like
You
they're being
assume that
neglected.
kids know. They let you know at a very young age if something is bothering them. They know how to express themselves.
Yeah, I mean, let me see. I think it definitely would depend strongly on how often that father's in contact with those kids. I know there's because there's definitely kids out there that's longing for a father, and which is a situation. You know what I'm saying? But like how I mean, what y'all said earlier about just indoctrinated by the 2-parent household with a white picket fence and 2.5 kids and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess that's me. You feel me? For starters, there's already enough studies that go into how often, like how problematic kids' lives turn out when they don't have a father in the home. You know what I'm saying? There's studies like that's going into all type of metrics of like from prisoners to lower functioning in schools and stuff like that in the education system. Like not having a father in the crib to it's just like it does affect kids. Like even myself, like. I mean, my grades started to fall when my dad wasn't at home. Like, make sure I wasn't, I was on top of things. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like I said, sometimes mom. I mean, not all the time, but sometimes mom is too nice, and she just lets you just do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
What if
and you do need that balance, that hard balance.
What if it's a destructive household though?
Oh yeah, then those two people, that's another problem. But yes, that would I would agree with you to say that they probably shouldn't be together. It kind of is what it is. Mom or dad chose wrong. You feel me?
There's also a situation too where dad is like a buffer. They've made jokes about this for many years, but it's actually the truth. It's a fact where mom is just mom, and whatever is going on, that kid or kids cannot actually function well with mom and her decision making and how she's thinking or whatever the situation may be. And then they have that buffer dad come in and talk to mom or maybe arrange some stuff where they both are, they come up with a happy medium. But yeah, it's like dads are needed for many, many things in the household. Moms are, everybody knows, everybody seems, moms are always more important, but dads are needed.
I couldn't agree more. That's why I'm so hard on about this, about Cam Newton and Nick Cannon need to be in the crib with the kids. I mean, it just kind of is what it is. I mean, it's nice that, Nick Cannon keeps in touch with them, even though he forgot one of their names. That was that's a clown moment right there. But it's nice that the kids have, because Keem, did have a point. You do need to ask the kids, how do they feel about their situations. Exactly. If the father's in the home and the father, and the father's within a call away or like that, or they can FaceTime and stuff like that, it helps. You know what I'm saying? But how I like to look at it is when there's a much different lived experience when dad is actually in the home, making sure, like watch you take your first steps, making sure your classwork is done. They're at the games. They're making sure you brush your teeth and wash your ass and stuff like that. Like, this is a much different lived experience, and I argue that the lives of those kids will be much more productive, much more solutionary, like just you name it. Everything will be much better with dad in the crib.
What about
That's
this?
my personal opinion.
Do you think that, because it sounds like you describing like an absentee father, you know what I mean? Somebody that's not there for like the
I try to speak to both. I try to speak towards both. Now, again, would the absentee father be the one that is within a phone call away? Is that an absentee father to you?
It all depends on the circumstance, but from what I'm getting from what you're saying is that if you are not there, on a regular basis, doing the custodial parent thing, and making sure that they they had a breakfast, they brush their teeth, and that the homework is done and stuff like that. So, say you you live in a traditional nuclear family situation where you got a wife and your kids and all of that, but you have a job that puts you out of the household say 6 months at a time.
Yeah.
Is that being absentee, or is it just that's just based on what I do, and you can't judge me as a parent and say I'm not there because I have to go off and work and I come home and do that when I'm there.
No, I think definitely that's not an absentee father. You could be in the military.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If you're in the military or something.
That's not an absentee father. Absentee father is an absentee father who's not there.
But see, that's the point, though, right?
That's the point.
That's how you feel, but the child would say something different.
But Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, I agree.
The child would say, because you chose a job in the military, even though you provided and did all the things you supposed to do as a man, right? But the child said, well, you did all that for me, but I ain't see you, Pops. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get none of the games.
So in the child's opinion, you were absentee, even though, you know,
see what I'm saying?
you were.
At the end of the day,
hold on, Brad.
This whole thing about being a man and provider, whatever you want to call them, you're not going to make everybody happy.
Absolutely.
And there will always be sacrifices. Even if you got 1 kid or 8 kids, it don't fucking matter. If that type of man, even Cam Newton, period, if he had 1 kid or 2 kids with just 1 woman, he would still be considered an absentee father because the way he has to work and travel and do all these things, you still won't fucking be there. The child would still feel the same way if he had that one household versus him having 3 different households. It's because he's a busy person. When a busy person, he's not going to be there. All he kind of technically can give you is finance, and then some days in your child life you may get some wisdom from the old man. But outside of that, he's too busy taking care of this life that you live, that you enjoy every day, the fruits of his labor.
I mean, it's still a huge difference. It's still a huge difference between him.
It's not. It's technically not because.
I didn't say nothing yet.
I know what you was going with it. Go ahead.
But the people, you know, them right there, they don't know what I'm fucking saying. They don't know what I'm gonna say. But no, I mean, yeah, like I get it. You know, you like that. That season is gonna be demanding your time a lot. But you know, the off season though. You know what I'm saying? Where are you at during the off season?
I mean, most of those, like depending on the type of lifestyle they do other things because they got to keep the money going because they spend a lot of money.
Oh God!
If you're going like that, then absolutely you're an absentee father.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
when you make a lot of money, they spend a lot of money, and they have to keep like some certain football players or celebrities off season. They still working. They not really sitting down. They still doing things. They got so much to do. These dudes are multimillionaires, and that's a hard thing to upkeep.
There's some things that children get from their father, and opposed to and you just compare the two. You got the father who's never there, and that's actually kind of what you're describing. He's never there, and even in times that he could be there, he chooses not to be. That guy is an absentee father. There's those fathers who's there at some period. They're gone 6 months out of the year, but the other 6 months they're there, right? Even if there's a distance between them and kids because they never really developed anything because of that 6 months they're gone, that kid will watch him and learn, especially if it's a young man, he'll learn his strength, his mannerisms, the way he talk, how to shave, or what you know. Yeah, there's some things that he can gather that kid who never sees his father, the young male kids who never sees his father, gets none of that. And then his daughter, the sense of security, man, I wish Dad was here. I wouldn't be so scared. Now, this is what, you know, I've heard my daughter say, you know. But when I am there, she's secure. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You giving me a lump in my throat over here.
Yeah. Me too bad.
All right, let's continue on though. Let's see Cam Newton's reaction to what she just said.
Just tell me when I can solve.
Yeah, almost. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box. It's unhealthy. And it's a huge dysfunction within our Black community that I truly believe personally, statistically, mental health-wise, and community-wise, that Black men would stop.
Black men will what?
Stop doing that, that they would stop that dysfunctional behavior of compartmentalizing and creating houses, not homes, and then finally a home with the wife. And then you have all these other houses that are homeless, but you over here at some point when you do get a wife, if you do, I'm saying if that's what you want, you will, you'll get whatever you want. You're trying to create a home. Totally dysfunctional and extremely, that's the epitome of selfish. Epitome of selfish.
She's up there. Come on, man.
Oh, come on, Brad. Cut us some slack, man.
To her credit, it's another part of that video that go viral that the women didn't want to go viral.
Oh no, yeah, we talking about that too.
Okay,
We talking about that too. Yeah, I got that. It's loaded in the chamber, bro.
I mean that.
She's the word compartmentalizing.
What's wrong with compartmentalizing? That's what you're supposed to do to keep things separate.
Well, hold on.
You don't
in
mix
the
with
context of what she's using it in this broad thing. That's something else.
Like I said, I don't see why she why is she denigrating compartmentalizing. That's the way people accomplish things.
Yeah.
If you try to mix everything in together, you'll never be a master of nothing. You'll never be able to accomplish anything fully. It'll always be like a blathered mess because, hey, this is with this and that's with that. I don't know what this is. It looked like vomit.
Yeah, she was using it kind of incorrectly. That's a skill.
Oh, he said, what was the skill? I'm sorry.
I say it could be a skill. It could be a tool.
Compartmentalizing is a skill.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Every productive person is a person that knows how to put things in their own area.
But is this talking about outside of? I mean, talking about like different homes,
Yeah, is it safe to holy crap.
Compartmentalize.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Compartmentalize.
Compartmentalizing.
Compartmentalize.
Compartmentalizing.
Compartmentalizing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
How come they don't sound right when I say it? All right. So is it okay to do that action when we talking about like lives and stuff like that?
That's why I say.
That's the most productive place to do it. You don't want to have like your family in the same compartment as the people you work with or your friends. You want to keep all of these people in different areas.
Yeah.
But these are but we have to. I like how you argue. I love how this is. I like how you did that. But like the thing is, we not separating, or I'm sorry, we don't have a section for your family and a section for your work people and a section for your friends. Yeah, we talking these are all
this son, that son.
I don't think they should. I mean, I like
I like.
Because I guess what we're trying to say is like it's best for the kids that everything is under one compartment, right?
One roof.
So the roof is the compartment? I thought we was talking about people.
I mean,
but everybody is within arm's reach. Everybody in the family that matters is within arm's reach.
They need to be able to socialize every day.
That's why I disagree with her.
That hardly ever happens in a family, especially over time.
No, I mean the ones with this whole thing with the multiple children, multiple wives, things where they technically all live in the same house.
You're one person, and
if
that
they don't
one
live in the
person,
same house,
you're physical.
They in like arm's reach. Like he got a lot of land, but they got a house that's basically like next door neighbors. So
that's the right way to do it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what everybody lives. Everybody can come outside. The woman come out of the house. She say hello to you. The brothers and sisters play every day. They see each other. They build that bond. When father come home, he see everybody. They do their talking, and everybody disperses to whatever house he lays.
Let's go down to the nitty gritty of this. Let me get y'all's opinion on why a man would want multiple wives or like multiple families. Why would a man want that?
Briefly, everybody, because we gotta get to the next little section.
I believe because men need diversity.
I can only say I don't.
You don't?
Me personally, I can't tell you why a man would.
Right.
If I was a billionaire, I might feel a little different. Maybe I might.
But see, look, you letting your pockets dictate your ambitions. Some men just ambitious.
Okay, there you go.
See, they be like, I don't give a fuck if I had $2. I still want 5 bitches tomorrow.
Again, I don't know. I know I don't.
Man, that's too many personalities, man.
That's what I'm saying.
To me, it's too many personalities.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the beauty. It keeps you alive.
Man, I'm bad with birthdays, bro. I feel, hey, teach his own, you know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and get to the next little part. Right? This is a lot more. It's a lot faster.
Shoot. Okay. I didn't know it was going to take all of this. Game time. Let me try to figure this out. Let me try to see if I can do this and do that and get the card and do this and love her more and balance all this. Women, we meet you and we're like, our idea and our fairy tale is you are Prince Charming, honey. And then we try to get you to fit Prince Charming. And the more you don't fit it, the more y'all end up in my office going, but he doesn't do this. Well, has he ever did it? No, but I always just thought my husband would. Your husband or this man? So are you getting to know who you with? Or are you making this man fit this fairy tale ideology that doesn't even exist anyways? And so women come and lead
Ooh, bars.
Give it that one right there real quick.
with fit this or you have no value. Men come in and go, all right, I'm here and I'm going to learn how to be the best I can for you. And then women do what? You're taking too long. You're not getting there because you haven't fit the box of the fairy tale. So for me, it's helped me break down what all of my clients know. Y'all know I call it the fairy tale ideology. And I'm not exaggerating, Cam. I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office.
She said 99%.
Yeah, 99.
I
Yeah,
thought she
that's
said
about-
99%.
It sounded like she said 9.9%.
Bro, I'm just because the first thing I'm ready to say is okay. Well, let's finish the video. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say right over that.
I'm having to work on breaking their fairy tale ideology of their husband. And hold on, let me say this. To his defense, they almost always have an amazing husband. But because his amazingness
Isn't that
doesn't fit
amazing?
her idea of amazing, guess what?
Amazing.
He ain't shit. Shoot. Okay. I didn't know it was going to take all of this. Game time. Let me try to figure this out. Let me try to see if I can do this and do that and get the card and do this and love her more and balance all this. Women, we meet you and we're like, our idea and our fairy tale is you are Prince Charming, honey.
Say what came?
Let's be playing again.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell
Oh,
you.
my bad. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay. So yeah, the first thing I was ready to say was 99.9%. When women that come to her office have this problem. So I'm gonna just because I didn't want this to be like an unfair thing where all the women is just like let's just say that unhealed women do this thing where the man is just never enough, and healed women, right, understand they either or are versatile enough to accept what the man brings and then make the most out of the situation regardless. Or they just accept the man for what he is and just and whatever happens just kind of happens. You know what I'm saying? I would imagine if you really love the person. I mean, I would say most relationships where the one person loves the most is the one that's doing the most of the labor. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it really just kind of depends on like what the woman kind of want to beholden herself, her livelihood, her standards to. But for what the conversation pertains to, what she's talking about is. These women have problems, and they believe that their man is not enough. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that, and I did want to just put it out there that she's not talking about all women just because she says women, and because I know a lot of people gonna get caught up on that verbiage. You know what I'm saying? She's only talking about unhealed women for this conversation.
She said all the women that she interviewed, so that's only people that she is kind of
in
contact with. So.
I mean, in her field, right? Yeah. So that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. At least. But I mean, she ain't wrong, bro. I mean, even the healed woman, right? They just like they know they still have that idea of you though, and they just accepting that you're not that. But then days it will leak out, that's what they want. All women have this fairy tale ideology. I call it the Disney shit. I put the Disney movie shit in your fucking head, and I tell you all the time, it's not a fucking Disney movie. Yeah. And then what I'm saying, because that's what brainwashed little girls for a very long period of time. Yeah. It's Disney fucking movies. And they want this shit to be like a fucking Disney movie.
You know about the Disney movies? They don't never show you like the long haul. They show you the beginning. They show you how they get them.
Yeah, and then they don't show you how they actually live later.
Right.
And then when they actually do give you the backstory, the shit was trash. So they hated you fucking show. So it's like, and that's the problem. They only give you one side of the coin. And that's what women, because that's why women, you have some women leave their marriage because they said it wasn't a good time anymore. It's not a fucking party every day, bitch.
Look at the Judge Mathis situation. Y'all heard about that? But he was at the airport crying. He was crying at the airport.
Yeah, he was crying, but I mean, he over there talking about he was working too hard.
Well, who was working too hard?
Judge Mathis.
Oh, Judge Mathis. Okay.
And she said because he said he was supposed to slow down when he got to California, but he got to working even harder, being gone. He said I'm out every night with the guys, but see that's his problem. He like 65, still talking about I'm outside with the guys every night. You know what I'm saying? But that's his fault. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't thinking about that shit. He was having a good time. I'm Judge Mathis, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
I got one thing to say. I am definitely not Prince Charming. And I really want you to understand that you're not Snow White. You're not some princess. This is reality. We got to grind. We got to get this together. We got to work hard with our flaws and our strengths. You know what? I'm not Snow White material.
Okay.
That's all I want to say.
That's what Chuck said. You either a princess or the frog. Figure it out, baby.
Yeah.
All right, we gonna close this out. It's been Chicago Black Delegation, man. We out of here. All right. Okay, so that's the first video. That shit. What's the close like that? About 40 minutes. That might have been 30-minute video.
They think
Okay.
they're princesses and deserve
Prince Charming.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, in the world, every bitch can't be a princess. Somebody got to be the princess.
That's right.
Somebody the frog. Okay, so this gonna be
Princess get her head chopped off, you know.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. I'm host HC AK High Thinking. I'm here with co-host Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. And here today we're going to be talking a little bit about what's been going on in Aurora, Colorado, right?
Yep.
It's been a lot going on, and I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to just play the video and let this sister here express herself. Yeah, she upset.
She was seriously expressing her face.
Hold up.
I thought she was the Grinch for a minute.
Relax, Brad.
Look at the expression. Come on.
I mean, she is. Yeah, I see it though. I can't answer it. Because the eyebrows, you know what I'm saying?
I want y'all to imagine something. You just got up at work from doing a long ass motherfucking shift, right? You come home only to find out Venezuelan gangs done took over your entire apartment building. And now imagine this. You got proof of the motherfucker that you live in this bitch, that you pay bills up in this bitch, that you pay rent up in this bitch, only for the government to tell you that there ain't absolutely motherfucking nothing that they can do about it. Because those motherfuckers are considered squatters.
Ain't that crazy?
In the words of Jerry Live, this motherfucker done started in Denver, Colorado. It's only a matter of motherfucking when this shit starts happening every motherfucking where. What did Elon Musk say?
All right, everybody. So we're gonna take it around the clock, man. On that matter of when till it hit Chicago, what you think, King?
I mean, I ain't trying to be funny. There ain't enough black people in Aurora, Denver, Colorado, because that shit ain't gonna happen up here. These little niggas is crazy. They would murder every last one of them motherfuckers if they tried that shit with them. I'm sorry. These little niggas got big 30s. I'm sorry. That won't happen.
But what about Chicago, though?
Chicago got a lot of guns. And all I'm saying, I mean, I saw a little Venezuela out there at the gas station. That motherfucker was talking about all well. They are part of them niggas that made them niggas flip. You throwing that nigga. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that M16 shit up here, nigga. You rock with us, you stoned now. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't conform them. They conformed them, nigga. They walking around with their hats to the
Assimilate to Chicago.
Them niggas talking about, oh well, what? Nigga, you a Venezuelan. I'm Black Stone now. So that shows you the influence of us.
Oh, shit.
Right, that shit wasn't happening. Them little niggas is crazy, nigga.
Chuck, what you got, Chuck, man?
I ain't got nothing, but I got to go on the back. I seen them. I teach them. I see them all in the neighborhood. I see them selling dogs. I see them doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they use money.
Selling dogs, too, man. Damn, they hustling.
They steal your dog and go sell it.
Right.
My bad.
They stealing and selling. But they right there, man, like he said. Man, it'd be a host of brothers
Right, yeah. Telling them niggas what to do.
They got to be instructing them, dude. They got to be.
They telling them what to do.
They got to be instructing them. Yeah, because they I'm talking about dude on 83rd and Cottage Grove.
Yeah.
In the gas station.
87, them, there, right
What kind of dog they selling?
Yeah.
I said, what kind of dog they selling?
Pit bulls.
Bulls,
What
they
else?
still,
Pit bulls.
They still want niggas dogs from the neighborhood to sell them bitches. They go
Probably
right
some of them little dogs too. I don't know. I just this dude.
Are they puppies or what?
Nah, this is a
whatever they get.
yeah. This one's
Gonna sell like a senior dog at the
like
gas
from the Little Rascals. That dog with the
Oh,
spot.
Pee-wee.
Brown.
I
He looked
know
like
about
that.
it,
He
yeah.
was like
Chico.
maybe a year too old. And hey, me gonna want to bite dog? Nah, no, thank you. It's all right.
That dog have a chip in it or some shit. He's like, he going straight to
Hey, homie, y'all. Hey, look, y'all got to go around there. Go around there. They instructing them, telling them, hey, get the hick from right here and go around there somewhere.
But no, I ain't
You know
gonna
what
lie.
I'm
I did see this the other day. They said a Venezuelan gang member killed one of the little niggas from No Limit. That's supposed to be like G Herb with a little crew set off on 79 Essence. So I don't know if that's gonna start a little gang war with them, but I mean, we is gonna have to fight certain ones. Certain ones ain't gonna kind of fold. But most of them, you know,
That was probably an isolated incident.
Yeah, they just probably was arguing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You never know. They could have just been arguing about something. But them motherfuckers don't speak English. I don't know what the fuck we argue about. Yeah, most of them don't really speak English. You know what I'm saying?
My question is, if you're an immigrant,
go ahead.
and you came in here from Venezuela, how you getting these guns like that, man?
Oh, they be rushing gun stores.
Yeah, they robbing gun stores.
They robbing gun stores. Okay. They just running that bitch, just taking them bitches, running that swoop.
All right, so Brad, same question.
I mean, if anybody ever saw like New Jack City, you know what's going on. That's that Nino Brown move at the Carter. You know what I mean? They running up in there, they taking over whatever apartments they need for the set up their little conglomerate, and then
Yeah, I mean that's what they do in Panama, bro. These are the same tactics they do in Panama.
It's just like every like invasive species. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get rid of like mole rats and turtles, how you gonna get rid of like people with brains and motivation? You know what I mean? If you let them in here, they gonna be in here. And that's what happened. So if you don't take a firm hand, then it's gonna be like, hey, this is a sweet lick. This is what we doing here.
That's actually a good question. I'm not gonna lie to you. So real quick, we got another video here, just kind of showing off what's going on in Aurora, and that within that same apartment complex. I imagine that women is concerned with.
Long God.
Yep.
I run that bitch like Pretty Greens, boy. Back in the 90s.
Yeah, so it's looping now. So if correct me if I get the story a little bit incorrect, but from what I'm hearing, like yes, they ransacking gun stores and robbing the gun stores and stuff like that. But what's going on here in this apartment complex is like it started out with like a couple of them or a few of them like this that took the that's filled in some vacancies and stuff like that. And then they essentially, kind of been running out the other people that live there and actually pay rent. And then when more migrants come to town, they let them into these apartment complexes, right? And then they fill the vacancies that the blacks or whomever was living there was already, that they let the people that pay the rent actually for a long time they leave, and then the migrants bring in more migrants to fill in those vacancies, and then it's just kind of like a cycle process that keeps happening over and over again. So it got to the point where they've grown in numbers to the point where they can, they essentially took the place over. The people that are there paying them, I think
it's territorial tribalism.
And the people that's living there, they're actually paying these migrants rent now.
Yeah, they extort them. Yeah,
they extort them
to pay them rent.
And then the person that owns the property, he feels powerless. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's like I said, as far as how long it's going to happen until it happens in Chicago. I with my my 9 to 5 job, I'm kind of all over the city, and I just noticed that there's a lot of things. How do I put this? I've seen places where whom were vacant for a very, very long time. Just all of a sudden, people live there now, even around my block, even out here. There's some apartments that was empty, and now you start seeing them around and stuff like that. Not to say they're bad people; they don't seem to be causing any trouble. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying you probably want to be on the lookout for those gun stores and making sure staying on top of that stuff. Even if that's just one thing. They can be getting the gun stores from anywhere and bringing them over here. You feel me? But I'm just saying you gotta. I'm gonna ask this question. Let me just go ahead and ask this question. what is it going to take for the police department or like the government even step in the event that something like this happens to a place near you?
I mean, they apparently, since this been going viral these last couple of days, they have kind of said they have rectified the situation.
They've been making some arrests, right?
Yeah, they've been making some arrests.
I don't know. The mayor was acting like it was a non-problem from the beginning, even when the people were really screaming about it.
He was downplaying. He was acting like this shit was.
I know. So maybe they downplaying the resolution.
They could. I mean, that's what you have to ask the people. The people that live there going to be the ones that
right. They'll be the ones that tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Well, they got social media. If it wasn't happening, I'm pretty sure they'd be on there.
I mean, I think it did because this shit's still on the get. It's starting to get. They talk about it on the news now. It's starting to get a lot of traffic. So it's, when white people get scared, that's when it's a problem. And now what I'm saying, okay, if they doing this to the black people, what they gonna do to us? Fuck that shit. We ain't going. So they're like, all right, we got to rectify the situation because, I mean, they know that after a while we gonna start killing them. That's what's gonna happen. But it's not. Is it by design? That's what they want. Or, it is what we're trying to see what they want us to do. But if they don't want us to kill them, they gonna figure something out. But most likely that's what's probably gonna happen after a while because niggas get restless. They do what they do. It's gang mentality. You only do what you taught, and this will always work for them. So
we wouldn't be going through this if America had a finished manifest destiny.
A finished manifest destiny.
Yeah, we had to took over everything around us and made all of these countries America. They wouldn't be trying to come directly here.
Damn, boy. So ultra colonization. What's up?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
If you in my region, you under my under my wing, you under my control. That's the way it's got to be.
Shit, dude.
We got all the nukes. You know what I mean? All of those people will still be affected if we got into a nuclear war. So why are they not America? Or the United States, rather.
You was going to take this, Chuck?
I just wanted to say that, this is a problem that should have been handled at the border 5-6 years ago, maybe even longer. And I ain't saying, stop them from coming over, but there should definitely be some vetting, some research on who.
I mean, that's what it was. It was like that before, but they just said, fuck it, let everybody flood.
Yeah. This is their fault.
Man. All right. So I know you was gonna change the subject. So, but no, for Brad, I mean, it to a certain, and I don't want to get too far into it, but it isn't too like, how do I put this? Like looking at the way that the GDP and like the trades and stuff like that going in between those Southern Americas and us, like a lot of stuff is more or less in our favor anyway. So even though we don't make everything America, it kind of gives America less like. Yes, America has less jurisdiction on the Western Hemisphere, sure, but does America even want to be do they even want to be involved with the affairs of Southern America and Central America when we can just stay the fuck within the confines of North America?
America is involved with every continent on the earth.
Yeah, but do we have to defend them like they're bad in NATO? I don't think South is South and Central America part of NATO. Example.
Yeah, they are.
Really? Oh well, shit. I don't know.
But see, the thing of it is, what I'm saying is,
you would have to defend them because if you attack them, it's like attacking.
You're in our area. If it's a fallout or anything, we are going to be affected. So we still gotta, give you defense. We still gotta give you aid and support or whatever.
Do they though? Because why we got
we do because he is right. It is,
but not to the effect of like if they was on national.
We control other countries whole economies.
We do. We do control the economy. I'm talking about the defense.
So why not do it openly?
I'm talking about the defensively because
defensively it's a done deal. Anything that's coming to this side of the world, we are going to be involved in the defense of this side of the world. No matter where it's targeted or where it's aimed.
That's
as
not
long
true.
as it comes over here, we are going to be on top of that.
That's not true because because within South America itself and all these gangs and stuff like that and the cartel and stuff like that stuff is only being handled between the presidents and the government within those within the confines of those other countries.
What you mean?
Because we allowed it to be that way.
What do you mean?
Will we allow that to be that way in America, in North America?
The DEA is sovereign. You know what I mean? They can pretty much go anywhere and do anything.
But they choose not to, right?
No, they do. It's only when they need to.
Yeah, they allow certain things, but when they gotta do their little hand,
they still in full control.
I'm asking you this,
There's
Brad.
one place, Cuba, maybe.
I'm gonna ask you this, Brad.
Cuba really don't do. They down into drugs like that.
I'm saying if somebody attack Cuba, we ain't gonna go to their aid.
But that's. I mean,
Of course we're not, because that's Russian.
that's the equator, though. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm talking about this region.
That's our neighbor. That's our right here.
It's far enough away though that it's not like a part of the cluster, you know, the cluster area of the United States and
South America and Canada. Okay.
So, if I didn't lose my train of thought, you saying that? Would you go far as to say that like North America and the American, military would go as far as to protect these other nations as if they would their own, as if it was American soil?
It's not really about protecting the nation. It's about protecting the borders and
status
the
quo.
region. No, their area. If you close to us and you got beef, if they come over here,
They can
if
set
we
up
can-
shop.
Not about. I'm not even talking about people coming over here. I'm talking about people like these gangs amongst themselves.
Are you
Participating
talking
in
about
all that extra shit.
the internal like struggles or whatever.
Because like America, like if there's a problem that happens within America amongst Americans, amongst American civilians, the government and or at least the police department, the police force has to intervene on that. But we don't do those same things outside the country.
No, we do not.
So you saying like if
You talking about gangs?
I'm not fully understanding what you mean.
He's talking about foreign invaders. You're
Yeah,
talking about gangs.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I'm just saying that if we're gonna say that America is supposed to be protecting like the Western Hemisphere, or to the majority,
that's a local thing. We supposed to protect you from the world. That's our job because you're on our side.
but I'm just saying though, if
I'm saying, say Panama and North Korea
I
get
get what
into
you're
it
saying.
and they send a scud over here, we gonna shoot
I don't
it
need no
down.
examples. What I'm saying is
It doesn't matter what Panama's response is. We are going to shoot that down.
I already know what you're talking about. So I'm just saying
He
like
asking why we don't help with that gang activity. That's not our problem. We don't give a fuck about that.
yeah, but if this was America, America does have to intervene. In I mean, it's
do they
supposed
intervene
to.
in Chicago, bro? No, the fuck they don't. This place has been like this for quite some time. You deal with your own local problems. Everybody deals with their local problems. We don't deal with the gang shit that goes on in Texas. That's local government. The world government does not fucking come into your local government and deal with your small problems. That's why they hired you for. That's your job to deal with that shit.
Yeah,
Like when
federal
they say,
government don't really
when
do
Trump
that.
say he's going to change Chicago, he can't fucking come over here and do nothing. All he can do is make national laws. That's it. But he can't fucking come over here and do nothing. Fucking nothing.
All right, well, I'm gonna leave it right there right now. Like, there's some things I don't know about the world of foreign affairs and stuff like that. I just like to think. I think I can agree to the point of like those local things should be handled amongst the local police department and all of this shit. But I just personally don't. And we can, and I don't want to say I want to agree to disagree. I'm going to say I'm not completely informed on it. We can continue this conversation later on. But I'm just saying, if we won't send people over there to handle those local affairs and stuff like that, that means I don't think the protection is as strong as it would be in North America. Thus, that the notion of what you essentially earlier. I mean, even though you was more so talking about like foreign like wars and stuff like that, and those type of things happen. I can get that. I just think that it shouldn't be
I mean, gangs are an invasive species. You got to look at it like
who's
that.
the invasive species?
Gangs everywhere. You are not going to be able to it's like a tick or like a wood nymph or something. You can't get rid of this.
I got a question for you then.
It feeds on.
How come people flee to Mexico when they break the law?
How come people flee to Mexico when they break the law?
Right.
Because they stupid.
Because you can still get
it's extradition. You know
you have to go to.
You got to go to a country that doesn't have extradition.
You have to go to a country that don't what? That
doesn't have extradition with America.
Where they can't bring you back. Where the American government can say, hey, you got one of my guys, and he killed some people over here, I need him back. Okay, we're going to get him to him.
Like, you could go to China, because they can't, you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of different countries.
You might not ever be able to
leave China.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, you're going to be there, though. You ain't never leaving there again.
I think Venezuela don't have no extradition with America, actually.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much. I think you can leave America, do some real bogus shit, and then go to Venezuela and be a regular person if you got the money.
Because Wesley Snipes dumbass, when he was trying to run,
Bro, he tried to go to Britain or something.
He went to France like a dumbass. He's like, bro, we know we can get you back, you dumb motherfucker. Bro. Come on, man. He's like, I wasn't running. Yes, you was. Bring your dumb ass back, stupid motherfucker.
Baby.
All right.
He was trying to make it look like he wasn't running, but he was running.
He said, I was going out there for movie roles. Nobody checking for you, Wesley. Bring your
All right. So, all right, Loki lost the debate real quick, but we ain't got to talk about that. It's been hard thinking with amongst the Chicago Black delegation. We'll catch you on the flip side. Okay, so we're gonna do one last one, and we're gonna do this last one going about a bit. This is gonna be for Wadani.
Dunny.
And then we're gonna talk about another video you did.
Kamala.
Let me talk to the American people.
Her name is
They
Kamala.
don't talk about the
Kamala.
American dream.
It's not Kamala. It's Kamala. Please don't call me that anymore.
Kamala. Fuck, we're gonna call her Kamala because she looks like a camel.
Ooh.
Yes, this is what I said. Yes, I said it.
Don DeLeon called her the B
Somebody
word.
had
Better
to
than
say
that.
it. We all thinking it right. You thinking it right. Don't you look like a camel? Yes, she does. Yes, you see it. You see it. I'm
She
not
look
the
like
only
an
one.
alpaca. She look like what's that? It's not a camel, but it's like one of those.
Oh, you talking about the
Them llama things.
spits?
A llama.
type thing,
Yeah, she
yeah,
look like a
llama.
llama. Or
A
something.
llama, yeah. Patooey. You know what I'm saying? They hit you
When
with
they
that
spit on
spit.
you,
Yeah,
yeah.
spit on you. I shoot that motherfucker. I saw him get a video. He hit dude right in the joint. Then they knocked him out with some spit.
It's
I-
all. It was all green and
Yeah, I
fizzing and
wanted to
shit.
fight. I was like, hey, I would have fought the llama. We would have had to tussle after that one. The disrespect.
That'll make a sweat out of your ass.
Oh, my
nigga.
mama,
That's
I would have
cashmere.
got the big stick or something. I would have
Really
clocked.
like Trump is advertising Folgers coffee, man. Is that?
Yeah, dude, he is up. So he said they pay me good money. Put the coffee next to me. Yes.
Nah,
Folgers
that's
when
his
you
coke
wake up.
face.
Put it right over
Yes,
here.
sir.
That's the face
That-
you
and
make
you know
after
what
you
he
take
would
a
have said?
bubble
Because
coke.
that is America's brand of coffee. You remember you were a kid, and then these commercials used to come on. Folgers in your cup. That's American. That's what we're going back to. Folgers in your cup.
Good. It's really, really good.
And any other coffee gets tariffs put on them.
I'm not
they
even gonna lie,
pay
Folgers. Y'all
200%.
need to call me. That was great promo. You need to call me.
Oh, hell no. All right, let's get the video. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. And host HGA High Thinking. And today we're gonna be taking a look at something, a little bit of a a flip flop on jump in regarding immigrants and stuff like that, and migrants and stuff like that. I found it to be quite interesting that knowing that his base is pretty anti-immigration, just in general. But I don't know what else to say. Trump has definitely been he's definitely made what's the word? He's definitely like forced the Republican Party to kind of switch gears on certain things. I mean, immigration being one, abortions and stuff like that. Like he's been talking about, he's been kind of pro-abortion a little bit lately, which is pretty interesting for him. Those, I know the what do you call those? The super Christians, with the
Fundamentalists.
no, not the fun, no, like the
Evangelicals.
yeah, like those people. They must definitely have a lot to say about what Trump's stance on
Yeah,
pro-life
they
is.
votes. Yeah.
So so I want to ask you guys a question. Do y'all think Donald Trump is the answer for the migrant crisis? Go ahead, Brad.
When Donald Trump was in office, we had at one point, I think it was like over the maybe 18 months or something like that, where it was a 0.01% immigration rate in America. So like that's a victory right there.
Illegal immigration rate?
No, it was just overall like immigration.
People wasn't coming.
Wasn't nobody coming to America
Because he was here. They didn't want to come when Trump was here. They was scared.
I take that as a victory. And like, when you go down to the Democratic end of it, you know what I mean? They will try to they'll try to build off of what he established with just in attitude and tone, but they don't actually do anything, and they do the exact opposite in practice. So you know what I mean? They not for even like a moderated level of immigration where you getting people who you vetted. You know their background. You know what they're capable of per se. You know what I mean. So like I said, you know what I mean. It's just I don't even really. What was the question again?
Do you think Trump is the answer to the migrant crisis?
Yes.
Okay.
Between the two candidates that that we have, our option for right now. Yeah.
I mean, Kamala, she said. Well, we'll get to that. That's actually something I can tell all y'all. Chuck.
Yeah, I'm still kind of okay. Just to let you guys, I think he is, and I think he's the answer to a lot of a lot of issues that we have here in America right now. And I think right now is the wrong time to flip-flop on anything, Mr. Trump. I think you need to continue to be your straight bulldozing, forward bullying way and just continue to be you without flip-flopping at all, and you'll have no problem winning this race. But if you begin to flip-flop and look more like a Democratic softy, then, you know.
Damn.
I don't know what to say.
Interesting. King?
I'm on film saying
I don't believe neither one of them. I don't believe neither one of them would. I don't believe neither one of them would solve the problem because they both profit too much from the problem.
Bars.
Hard take.
That's the answer.
That's my
Okay, yeah, you got a good point. They both definitely do profit something serious from illegal immigration. Why? Because businesses love cheap labor. They can't get enough of it. You feel me? Yes. Even it can be to the detriment of the economy itself. They won't give a fuck. They will take their money and go. It's as simple as that. And unfortunately, that a lot of people of all races don't seem to really are too concerned with that, which is very unfortunate. But
that's hard.
I'm gonna just say it like this: Kamala Harris did make promises towards regarding the immigration acts and like I forgot the name of what she named the bill or something like that. But she did make promises regarding the security of the borders. You know what I'm saying? And if she wins the seat, everybody needs to really make sure she gets that through. Like really put fire in her ass and make sure she follows through with that promise. I mean, Biden made a lot of promises. A lot of promises were like kind of done half-ass, if done at all. Right? So we have to make sure she completes that promise she made regarding securing the borders, putting money into the problem regarding like the migrant shelters and stuff. Like I forgot what they were calling it. I'll probably put a link up there.
It's just a matter of pushing a button. This was Biden's plan. Trump actually stopped this. He called Congress and really told them to not vote on that bill. The bill is already written. It was something that Biden put in order at least a year ago, and Congress denied it.
Trump made the call, got all the Republicans to cut it out. I'm pretty sure it was the House, but the House they didn't pass the House, and I'm pretty sure it likely to do with Trump wanting to run on it himself. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of is what it is. Which I have to say right now, that's a huge problem that somebody would be so egotistical to say, I don't want to. Let's not pass this now. Let's put the economy and the American people at jeopardy now, so we can so I can run on this when I become a president. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I don't want to go into too far into that. Why it's so stupid. Hopefully y'all understand how dumb that is. So let's get into the video though. I need to put
dangerous.
I need to state this right now. I wish I can't really do much about this. This is a video from the Amazing Lucas. So hopefully that nigga don't counsel me anything crazy like that, or like strike me or whatever. But this border is from this dude. He has this thing called a clown vision. When you see some dumb shit, he puts the clown border in over it. That's him. That's not us. So just bear with us.
Basically, we're gonna drill, baby, drill. We're gonna get the energy prices down.
Shit, too fast.
In more people because it would be beneficial.
But basically, we're going to drill, baby, drill. We're going to get the energy prices down almost immediately, and we're going to close the border, and we're going to get the crooked ones out, the bad ones out, and we're going to let a lot of people come in because we need more people, especially with AI coming and all of the different things, and the farmers need, everybody needs. But we're going to make sure that they're not murderers, killers, drug dealers, and the kind of people that we have largely coming in right now.
So, do y'all think that's possible? Do y'all think it's possible to weed out the bad ones when these people don't have any documentation?
I mean, they've been doing it before. I mean, before this, they just wanted to let all the bad ones in to cause whatever conflict they wanted to cause.
No. He said he wants to let the good ones in, but leave the bad ones out.
I mean,
how you gonna find out who the bad ones are without?
I mean, they have documentation. The ones that haven't been there.
The same way they've done it for years with legal immigration. You have to have background. You got to have a sponsor.
All that.
You got to pass the test. A bunch of stuff.
So I'm thinking you're talking about just
No, he's just talking about doing it the proper way.
Yeah, immigration is fine.
I'm saying though, that's what we're talking about. Like he's just saying we're gonna get back to that and just stop letting motherfuckers
walk in. You know?
Just walk in.
I'm not sure if that's a clear flip flop either, because he's always been against illegal aliens. Remember that term?
Always.
You know, we're going to build a wall to prevent the legal aliens from.
But see, that's the point, though, right? We tired of immigration. Period. At this point, we don't want illegals. No more people. Hey, we just go deal with the ones we got, and the rest of you niggas got to go back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We was
get the legal ones out,
and the ones that's been here 10, 15 years, y'all south. We ain't talking about y'all. Y'all earned y'all stripes. You know what I'm saying? We talk about these new niggas. They got to go.
True. What do y'all think is the connection between these immigrants, I'm going to call them immigrants now, and which I should have been calling them immigrants before, because the real migrants was the ones that, you know, came from the South, was the black people that came from the South and found a new life in the North. So let's put that out there first. But what do y'all think is the connection between the immigrants and this AI thing? What do y'all, like, what's that about?
I mean, they want that cheap labor.
Cheap labor to build?
Build shit to start the ball. So they gonna show them how to do it all, but since they're not educated, they don't have no degree, so they're not gonna have to give them top dollar to work in these, you know, facilities. But we're gonna train you and pay you probably like $10 an hour.
And that's the way you create a third world country.
I mean, that's what they're gonna do. Versus the person that has to have, they're gonna tell you, because you're American citizen, that you have to have a degree, this, and the third. But the Venezuelan niggas right there on the line doing the fuck you, what you went to school for a very long time. So yeah,
it's pretty strange to me, because the AI stuff I'm pretty sure that's like a software driven type of thing. There's no hardware involved.
No, it is because
well, go ahead.
I mean, yeah,
you gotta make the chips.
They just this week they
Factories,
just dropped
people.
they just dropped a humanoid AI this week that they supposed to be announcing into America. Yeah, that's supposed to be some new news that's coming. But I mean, you still need people to build them, because they don't let the robots build themselves yet. That's not happening right now. Yeah. So it's people still building these things. So at the moment, you know, it's still people. But then there's going to be possibly robots.
Autonomous.
But I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying, because he's confusing me with the AI thing, because maybe he's talking about making computer chips. Maybe talking about that.
Yeah, pretty sure it's computer chips, yeah.
It's not, we're not talking about actual robots yet.
It's the continuous movement, motion, factory stuff that a lot of black people don't want to do anymore today.
I'm not gonna say that those jobs aren't even offered most of the times. It's like they pop
they don't
up.
Be,
and
they
be like, you know, they
like
recruit who they want to recruit. They don't like even tell people that these jobs are available.
I know this much. I know that there's a large group of other nationalities coming across, and I call them migrants as well, coming across from Haiti, from Senegal, and other parts of Africa, and
they do all the trucking.
And they quite nice. You ask me. You ask me. I just did a job, and I hired them, and I paid them well. And
you dry snitching on yourself all over the place. Right?
I'm dry snitching.
Yeah, because you know they ain't got no tax IDs, and you know you didn't pay them on the books.
Oh no, I actually hired them to
like
clean out my basement.
Okay,
yeah, that's it. Seriously, and I paid them well.
Okay.
Help them out. I just know that Venezuelans are getting food stamp cards with like $10,000 on it.
Yeah,
so,
15.
You know, hey, gotta help them.
20,000 cash.
And they still hustling. They
still out here begging. I was like, man, I need to stop all that begging.
And opening businesses.
Yeah, that's next. Don't let them pass us up, y'all. So I'm just putting that out there.
Yes, sir.
So just anybody want to comment further before I move on there?
No,
so here this gonna be a real quick snippet of his Pennsylvania rally where he spoke on immigration, just to kind of solidify his stance on immigration and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, you guys, I guess we all pretty much agree that he's not necessarily flip flopping. It's he's still being very specific. The verbiage, the how do I put this? The words he used or the communication style he used might have just flipped me up or might have confused the other guy up a little bit. But he's still much more so very anti-illegal immigration, which is what is probably what should be a more accurate thing. Will be more his accurate stance on this. He's definitely pro-immigration, but it's like you just said, King. We not in it. We don't need no more people. It just kind of is what it is. But everybody still want to be a part of that American economy.
I will seal the border and stop the migrant invasion into our country. We will carry out the largest.
23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23, 20. 23
in the history of our country. It's going to happen. We're going to get it done fast. Starting on day one, I will seal the border and stop the migrant invasion into our country. We will carry out the largest deportation operation in American history. We have no choice.
Right there when you said that, that's going to cost us a lot of money. So you're going to have to raise taxes to do that dumb shit. So I just want y'all to know what he means. That means us paying a lot less. If he does that, that's going to cost us billions and billions and billions of dollars.
Yeah.
To try to deport all these people. And mind, they still letting motherfuckers fly over from Panama right now. So it's just creating a larger debt deficit.
What is the term he called them this time though? He said, did he say migrants or immigrants?
He said, I think he said migrants and Venezuela gang, the Venezuelans.
I mean, right now he was saying he's going to stop the inflow of migrants.
Yeah, he says he's going to close the border, but look, this is where the flip-flop comes. He says he's going to close the borders, but he's just going to get it back to the process of vetting again. But he's still going to let more come in. We're just going to vet them now.
Okay.
And we just send all the other. But the problem is Americans don't want no more in. No more. It's no, and no. We at the no. Ain't no, yes, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah, he's talking about just bringing them all. We need more a larger workforce. So, bro, the workforce is here,
the
bro.
Workforce
just
here,
pay
bro.
us, bro.
A lot of people don't want to work, man.
They've just let them all in the last couple of years.
We don't want to. I think we don't want to work for no whack ass
nice
labor,
work.
no whack ass wage. I think that's what it really
That's
is.
all it is, yeah, because people want to get paid, you know what I'm saying? You're going to pay people. But, I mean, if you're working with robotics and AI, you're supposed to technically get paid. So, I mean, that's not a job you're supposed to get paid $15.
Before you started immigrating a labor force for technical labor, how come, you're not offering the current citizenship, first
these
dibs, you know what I mean?
Be like they said, because, we're going to be a little bougie.
I mean, there's hardly any trade programs left, you know what I mean? Unless you an immigrant or something like that, they have a lot of programs for people who are immigrating into this country to learn skills. But the people who live here, it ain't nothing like where you can go straight from high school into a trade school into a mastery program that I know of, and I'm in education, most of the time.
You're going to be putting the eye on the casing that goes around all of the digital information. That's your job. That's the jobs they're going to be all day long.
The eye, the
Just
intel,
put the eye in there.
the
That's
intel
it.
eye.
You don't want to do that.
Gotcha. I mean, I think
the eye in intel or something.
Hey, if they paying right, that's fine. You know what I mean? It's all about a paycheck. It's not about am I so satisfied with what I do? No. Who's really satisfied with their job unless it's what they intended to be their career,
How many people you think?
I am. I'm very fulfilled.
I mean, I think Amazon. I think Amazon has a lot of people working every day. I don't think a lot of. I mean, I'm pretty sure people take off of work, but I mean,
they don't like it though.
Yeah. But I mean, they just got a raise though too, didn't they? A lot of them, I think the drivers got a raise, a $10 raise or something like that.
It's supposed to be. I think teams. Yeah, somebody's supposed to get 10. The drivers they happy in the motherfucker. They getting like 30 now.
What about UPS and FedEx and
no? FedEx, FedEx is fucked, right? Because FedEx is all contract based, just like Amazon. So
they got the worst delivery
ever.
They
want to work you, but the problem is with FedEx contracts and Amazon is really all involved in your motherfucking business, how you run that contract. If you don't run the contract how they want you to run it, they terminate your ass. FedEx don't give you a fuck how you do that shit to a certain extent. They don't have all those rules and stipulations. They just want you to fucking deliver these packages, nigga. They don't give a fuck how you do it. Just get that shit up out of here. Okay.
If you got a trained monkey to come out your closet and deliver these packages,
nobody dies. We good. They'll give a fuck. So over there you get paid how you want to get paid. Those drivers, it depends on the contract. They get paid by the stop. So if say the contract only has a route that produce, say let's give them 500 stops a day. That's really no real money. So he's not going to pay his drivers that much money. You see what I'm saying? He's not going to get paid like another contractor. Say his contract average 1,200 stops a day. You see what I'm saying? He has the more money that he can pay you better than the other dude that only gets 500 stops a day. You know what I'm saying? So that the FedEx is fucked. They shit is fucked. Yeah, so unless you work for like FedEx Express, that's actually working with FedEx, the company, but they say they don't really get paid that much either. So,
all right, shall I finish this off?
We will halt the invasion and deport the illegals. She will let in the next 15 million people, and if they won in 4 years, we will have had over 100 million people from all over the world enter our country, and many of them likewise will be from prisons, mental institutions, gang members, criminals. We're not going to do it. She will destroy this country. She's worse than Biden. Because Biden wasn't a real believer in the radical left. She is. That's all she knew. That's what her father taught her. A Marxist professor. That's what he taught her. We will defeat inflation very quickly.
And he's going to go into the economy. Any comments on about what you just said before I ask my other question?
I didn't know her father was a Marxist.
I don't know about that either. I need some evidence on that one personally. Yeah, you know, Trump, he be firing off the hip sometimes. Sometimes he be
like bang bang. I don't miss, bitch. I don't miss.
So, with all this, I mean, just kind of in general, they're gonna bring in more immigrants to.
I want all the white people to hear that because y'all really don't believe he was going to do that. When I said this, the white people called me all type of bad names, retard, and he said that. Okay, I want y'all to hear that.
Isn't that amazing?
Man, he's gonna bring more.
Yeah,
more.
So with all this talk about immigration and like there's gonna be taking a lot of the jobs of the people that's already here, and then like the AI that they're gonna essentially build robots, and because you already know how what Elon Musk is doing with the androids and stuff like that. He's building robots that's gonna be mass produced and stuff like that. At what point do y'all think we're gonna have to start lobbying for something like UBIs, like universal basic income?
I mean, that's what they're gonna have to go with if they don't want nobody to work no more.
I mean, that's what I'm right.
I think this government is already looking at something like that. I think they're already trying to do that.
Yeah, they was talking about it may be like that, you know, the Black Mirror type shit. You would get it off, you get money and things off your social
currency.
Yeah, your social currency.
Social credit. I mean,
dude was riding a stationary bike.
Like everything you had to do, it came from your social environment. People like your posts. This day, how you get your currency.
Exactly.
Everything would be like in the metaverse. You would get jobs in the metaverse and do things that no longer in the real world. You would get currency that way because they want you to stay at home now. There's nothing for you to do on the outside world, so they're gonna create a world for you to actually do things. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird, but you know what I'm saying. If they actually go that way, you know,
that sounds like the Matrix, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it sounds like motherfucker. I mean, that's what they kind of going with now with the Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto is about to be the first game that's gonna technically allow you to, you know,
have a job and all that.
No, yeah, you're gonna make real money. The money you make in the game can translate to real currency. So this is like the first step to see how people are gonna do. How many people are gonna play this game and see how much money?
Everybody gonna be a murderer, killer, and robber.
It's gonna be folks working at the taco truck and all of that.
Man,
pizza shop.
Shoot, I'm going. What's his name?
I mean, everything's a social experiment.
Garage,
they want to see how you deal with it. I mean, people already play Grand Theft Auto right now. Private service make $10,000 to $30,000 a month, and the motherfucker say I work at the Foot Locker. You like what?
Like that's like the servers and shit like that. People monetize. Oh, so what I do?
Yeah. I mean, they do that. I'm just talking about from the server alone because he said he got so many subscribers to his server, so he can pay people monthly.
Yeah, that's what they. That's pretty much how they going. They don't just give people access to their own servers. You get, and they can monetize off your own.
T-Pain got something like that.
Nah, he does. He do Twitch. It's T Grizzly got something like that.
Right, T Grizzly got like a server on there. He make about 30.
He the one that showed but he showed how the niggas make money in the actual world though. And that was cool about it because he got his homie and he's like, he on the Foot Locker. He make 10 bands a week. What you talking about? This is crazy work. I got to own a Foot Locker in the video game and get a $10,000 check. That's amazing.
I mean, you do. I mean, if something like that were to happen, was somebody would actually get paid out from owning a store in the game? You do know that people are in the game have to make purchases in the game.
Yeah, I know that, but they're not using real money.
They're not going to use monopoly money to get real money from that.
I mean, they get money from the streamers. So I'm not the streamer, but the people that's on the server. But he's paying them to actually operate in the world like a job. So he's like, the more people he has subscribed to, say,
that much.
Because he says he charged $300 per person to be in his server. You know what I'm saying? A month. So he say if you broke right at the beginning, he'll let you get in there for free. But after when you start making money, you have to pay the $300 monthly subscription fee. So he does, but all these people want to be part of the T Grizzly world, play in this world. So he breaks that up, that money that he gets from these subscribers, and he pays the people that he has working in the world, making his world feel like a real simulation where they have real workers and they intertwine with people and talking.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? So he's paying them to play this motherfucker.
So, but when I'm owning the store, they not getting real money from working at. Okay, that's the part I was getting tripped up on.
I mean,
because it ain't no real product. It's all
sold. Look, they doing it all the time. Look,
I mean, technically he is right in 2K. So 2K, when you get, if you want to get you can still earn in-game currency, but most people are lazy. They buy it. So they want to look fly. They spend real money for the gear. They spend real for the T-shirts, the chain. Yeah, they spend real money for every accessory. He is right. They probably could. They may be doing that with the new Grand Theft Auto, so you can get more money, so they can break out these checks. I can see them doing that.
I mean, don't you got to buy that directly
Reese,
from
how much would you work?
The game provider, though?
Yeah, you buy
just show me some fingers,
right?
But they're gonna give you in-game currency, but they're gonna use your money
and toes
to break it. That's how they're gonna pay the people to play the game. The more you want to buy in this game and get things quick, they're gonna break your money down. Because, like you said, people breaking out the follow. It's gonna be like 40 million people doing this. 40 million people spending $20. You see what I'm saying? So that's a lot of money.
Hey, let's do that. Seriously, we got to do something, man. Because people will buy that stuff with real money.
They do. Yeah, the little kids of the day will.
You got you a store owners. We build up a world. It's the Marcus
Roblox is $1 billion business, and that shit is trash.
Higher thinking podcast world. Boom. I mean, I'm thirsty. Do you think you should buy a soda? Click yes and add $1.25.
Hell, dog.
And I actually drink a real soda. Or something. How much was you worth on Grand Theft Auto? Man, this brother was worth a lot of money. That's all he said.
That's all you did. Okay. All right. First of all, I'm gonna have to cut all of this out because we ain't not gonna have a 10-minute conversation about Grand Theft Auto on a podcast on a video about Donald Trump. But all that to say,
oh wow, yeah,
he looked like he could be a character though. Right?
All right. Anyway,
I mean, look at him. He definitely looked like he could be like the mayor of Palm Springs.
Oh, my mama, yeah. And he's doing corrupted. You gotta take him down.
You know he's gonna be in Grand Theft Auto 6 though. They're gonna find a way.
They're gonna put him in there. Oh, my mama, they dead ass.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a caricature or something, you know.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we gonna close this one out, man. Final thoughts, man, regarding Donnie Don and his thoughts on and his ideas towards immigration. I did want to add this as well. About regarding him, because he did make a statement regarding. He did make a statement regarding Kamala Harris, her leniency, or not leniency, but her just allowing these people to like swarm on and stuff like that. Now I've heard of reports.
She was the immigration czar, right, when she first got vice president.
First, I know it kind of at least came down. Like, I don't know at what point of her.
She was the boss of immigration.
I know she was. I don't know at what point of her vice presidency.
It was like the first 18 months.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But they took her out of that position because she was horrible at it.
Really?
She was doing a horrible job.
So what I was getting at was like apparently Democrats are supposedly better at border control than Donald Trump is, but I mean not Donald, but the Republicans are. But the Republicans are better at deporting. That's just what I saw in some study where like that. You guys anything to say about that, Brad? Are you familiar with that?
It sounds ridiculous.
It does sound ridiculous, but that's what the numbers said.
Apparently. I think it's just like a whole bunch of like pointing the finger because nobody's like taking this into consideration the proper way. You know what I mean? You want America to stay a sovereign country that's not like, influenced by foreign, interests or like people. And like I said, if you keep letting folks in, I mean, it's a lot of people out there with power and influence or whatever, and they get to these little, burgs, small towns or whatever. That's how you rot it from the inside. You start, taking these little places and then you change them. And then the next thing you know, it starts to like, go outstretched and take on the largest cities and environments.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you don't have a sovereign country.
I mean, that's pretty much the theme we've been talking about for the most part. But just as a final question before we close out, do y'all think Kamala Harris is going to follow through with her plan, her initiative to border control?
I say no. Like I said, both parties. It's not they make too much money off of it.
Okay.
That's why Brad said they're just gonna point the finger. That's all they're gonna do, and they're gonna still make money.
Oh, I saw. You think that's the game? Like so they gonna point the finger or as what's the word?
Why they can't do what they want to do? It was
No. I got an even better one. They got they point a finger at each other to be what's that word? To like put on a show. Like, hey, we're trying to do something, but those people are the problem.
Yeah.
But they're both profiting from these migrants.
Yeah.
So that's
I told you I got a homie that's an immigrant, bro. He told me. He said, bro, they never gonna stop it. They make a lot of money off us. A lot of money off us. He said they love making this money. They just make a fuss about it in front of y'all, do the little dance, but they not gonna stop it because they make too much money.
Boy.
Chuck.
Yeah, that's why I think she's gonna follow through exactly what she said she's gonna do.
Okay.
Because both her and Trump plan is very similar. Try to weed out to the best of their abilities the violent ones, the gangs, whatever, and then have a regular steady train of people coming across that border.
Okay.
As vetted immigrants, man, and to make money because they are making money off tons of it and saving tons of money. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Brett.
Well, they pretty much said everything that needed to be said about it. You know what I mean? So 4 more years.
4 more years.
Donald Trump.
Oh no! All right. So for me personally, I mean, I like to believe.
I said, make America great again. Sorry.
I like to believe that Kamala Harris is gonna make this country great eventually, but
smooth.
But like I mean, like I said, I kind of been burnt. The black people have been burnt by the Democratic Party a little bit too many times in the past, and it's as I just kind of said, like. The only time I feel like the only way change is actually going to happen is if we actually get involved and do it ourselves. You feel me? And I'm not. That's not advocating for any type of anarchism. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what else to say. If things kind of keep getting ran by the billionaires and millionaires of America, I mean, when shit hits the fan, they're gonna take their money and go. They're gonna go to Dubai. You know what I mean? And then everybody else is gonna be left here. What they what they hands in their pants. You feel me? So it's been a Chicago Black Delegation podcast. I'm out. Okay, that was all 3, man.
Hey man, it don't make no sense that there is not someone black with a really major grocery store within the communities, all our little communities, or gas stations, or any kind of commodity that we have in this community or in communities like ours that, we need, even laundromats, all of that stuff should be black owned. We should be getting all that food stamp money. It's going straight to the gas stations, man. I'm serious.
All the time.
Right? Moses asked the question. He said he posted it in the chat, but on the comment, but it ain't pop up. But he wanted to know if it's possible in our lifetime where we see a third party to win an election.
You gotta take me to the microphone, okay?
I know we still on it. My bad.
We're still on you.
Moses asked the question: is it possible in our lifetime a third party will win an election because both parties this year sucks ass?
Hell no. In our lifetime, hell no. Next time, your kids' lifetime, hell no. There's too much money going on, man. Whoever like the billionaire, like the investment corporations and stuff like that. I ain't gonna name no names, but the investment corporations and stuff like that, they pretty much funding the people that's gonna be winning. You know what I'm saying? There's groups out there that buy a whole lot of territory, have a whole lot of houses, a whole lot of land, flip those houses, sell them at a higher rate, which is fucking up the housing market and stuff like that. Those people are putting money into the pockets of the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. You know what I'm saying? And but they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna give no love to the Green Party. They're not gonna give any love to libertarian parties. None of that stuff. It's just a birthday party, whatever you name them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of this is what it is at this point. Just to answer that question. And tell Moses, if Moses is watching, Moses, you gotta go to the chat and Facebook, man. I mean YouTube, man. You can't just put it in the comment section, nigga. It's not gonna pop up. But yeah, so everybody, just kind of outro yourself real quick. Go starting with you, King.
Oh man, King Savage, man. And always fuck country.
I forgot about that part.
Yeah,
Brad.
I know it's always fucking me when he not.
Brad Bruto, ordinary dude.
How we find you, Brad? Well, you got social media and
I ain't
stuff
got no
like
social
that.
media now. I'm anonymous.
IG or some shit, man.
Nope. Totally anonymous.
You want to tell me your MySpace account?
Never had a MySpace account.
Black Planet. I know you got a Black Planet, man.
Never had social media whatsoever.
All right, man.
We working on it though, maybe.
So, all right, Black Planet. Okay, we going back to Black Planet, everybody. All right, Chuck, what's up, man?
So this Big Chuck, Golden Nugget Popcorn once again, and gnpops.com. You can go there. I'm trying to start a little blog. So
speaking to the plastic, bro.
I'm sorry. So you guys check me out. This is my telephone number, 773-879-7330. That's gnpops.com.
Boy.
Okay, we out here, man. What's up, y'all? So, hey, it's been the Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. We appreciate y'all for y'all patience. We appreciate y'all for the love. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, commenting. Thank you for sharing everything to do with the Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. We are finally, I imagine we're gonna hit our milestone by the end of the week, and we're gonna fake celebrate and all that stuff. I don't know. I might just. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might eat. I might order me some food. So I don't know. We order. No, I'm getting some popcorn. Yeah, we're gonna get some popcorn to celebrate. Yeah, man. I couldn't be more happy about the production, about the growth of this channel, and we got bigger things. We got some new ideas. We got some new faces that's gonna be coming in. I can't wait to show these brilliant minds off. You know what I'm saying? The people that I found with my own bare hands. So. Anyway, yeah, man. Till next week, man. We'll see you on the flip side.
I'll tell you this much. I gotta go get some curls.
Well, shit, man. That's why they catch radio ass.
You don't take. But at least they didn't take what I bought though. They can let you keep everything that you bought.
All right.
I was just buying stupid shit when they about to take my money.
How you get $1 billion now?
You was like Bristol King.
Okay, I got 10 million just buying it, motherfucker.
I had $1 billion. I was just
got the shark card or whatever.
All right, $7 billion.
What?
I'm worth $7 billion.
$7 billion.
I mean, bro, he turned it on. He had the weed shop going. He had a club. There's a lot of shit going on.
No, that was a lot. And you had a lot of shit.
Got about 15 million.
Facts.
And now you got a new toy and shit that light all up and catch your attention and shit.
That shit is pretty funny.
I know, right? It's like it make you want to. What the fuck?
LEDs on that.
A lot of shit going on with that, man.
That shit cost like $17, right?
They talk to you, Reese.
It looked like
Take
it should
enough
cost
and
more,
puff.
right? It also looked like it should be rechargeable. That shit
look like it should talk to him. Shit.
Ain't no way that shit be rechargeable.
Your lips are nice too.
Tell you the weather and all that.
I think he said, "Oh, your lips are nice." Do it
The last one
again.
you had didn't have no charging port on it though, right? That other one you had. Like I say, they got all this lithium and shit in there, like a goddamn explosive.
It's posted the video today too, Cam. We already it's doing really good too, man.
Sure.
Yeah, so we had about I posted it 3 hours ago. We had 200 views already.
Okay.
So it's at a click-through rate of almost 10%. That's like extremely good. So shit, man. We might get that between today and tomorrow. All we need, we ain't need
decoration.
We ain't need it.
On purpose.
60,000, baby. See what that first check look like, man.
Yeah, we only need about 37 subscribers.
Really?
Yeah, 37 till we get 1,000.
Wow.
That's yeah, man.
963.
Yeah, my niece is on TikTok doing one, and I was like, "What the fuck? You done stole this, man?" Because what she does is put up a video of some lady, and then she starts talking. But her whole thing is female empowerment, empowering the females. You know, you should be in expectation. You should have these limits. You should look like this all the time. You should do this stuff. Man, I I just wanted to eat her ass up so bad. I just, that's your niece, nigga. Stop. Stop. Don't beat her up like that. She's gonna come over here and shoot your ass, boy.
You tell my daughter. I had
to tell her the truth.
You demoralizing my baby, making her feel bad. What
the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, you gotta cut this shit off. As your husband, I can't stand that bullshit right now.
I'm like, come on, man. I'm gonna introduce you to one of these young cats out here. They telling the truth. Shit, what the fuck you got to offer? You looking good, ain't you know? I can get with it anyway.
On real.
Okay. If she wanna, if she
only thing that makes
you got people that
with Cam Newton, because it's like how many bitches she really like synced up with where that motherfucker ain't making you want to kill her ass like 70% of the time, you know.
Hey, if she wanna, you know, self promote and all that stuff, you can do. Y'all can do the daddy daughter thing, man. So she can get her bounce that thing up.
Y'all look alike.
She actually paying her.
Y'all look alike. You got resemblance?
You never seen my niece?
We ain't never met.
You finna see. When I introduce you to her as my niece, you're gonna see a person. Right now, you finna see a person's ego or something.
Okay, gotcha.
Her representative and shit.
Yeah, representative and shit.
Her avatar.
This is my daughter here. They're just doing a dance shit. That's my daughter again with her portrait and shit. Okay. That's kind. Yeah. That's her. So no makeup. Okay, that's good.